Hey everybody, this is Laura back with another gear review for CampingGearTV.com. Today I'm going to be talking to you about a pair of shoes from Kigo Footwear, the Kigo Curv. I've been wearing these shoes now for a little over 2 months since I received them, and they've become my go-to shoe, which that right there should probably tell you something about them. But let me tell you more specifically what I do really like about them. So Kigo as a company, first of all, and I'm touching the shoe, so I'll show you the shoe. That's the Curv right there. Kigo is a company, their mission is to provide lightweight, comfortable shoes that are stylish enough for everyday wear, that are sturdy enough for athletics and other outdoor wear, and that are constructed to be as good for the earth as they are for your body. I appreciate a lot about their mission because, honestly, being active in the outdoors is a very small part of my day-to-day life or of my week-to-week life. So if I'm really investing money in gear for the activities that I'm engaged in outdoors, I really appreciate it if it's gear that I can also translate and use in my everyday life as well, and that's something that clearly is important to them. And also, as I've gotten more active outdoors, being eco-friendly has become much more important to me as well. I've become much more eco-conscious, so I appreciate products that are coming out of companies that believe in the same kind of consciousness as well. So Kigo is all about making versatile shoes that you could wear for light hiking, for camping, for travel. Now when I say light hiking, you're not probably going to go on any sort of 10-mile mountain trek in these shoes by any extent, but we're talking just light hiking. For example, I just recently got back from a trip out to Yosemite National Park and Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks. Now I did do a couple of more strenuous hikes where I wore more sturdy hiking shoes. But I also went on some hikes that were just, small little 1-mile loop, easy trail, some paved trails around the campsite where we were staying in Yosemite. These were perfect for those kind of settings. The weight for each shoe, they're approximately 5 ounces a piece, so again, very much lightweight. They have a flexible outsole, so you could literally scrunch these up for storage purposes. Our original plans in Yosemite were to backpack through their High Sierra camps. Because of the snowfall they received this spring, that trip got canceled. But I was initially very pumped about these shoes just for the purposes of stuffing these in a backpack, especially since this was going to be my first time living out of a backpack, so that was kind of important. But that flexibility is also great when it comes to trekking around. There's a lot of give to the sole, which is nice. The insoles are antimicrobial and removable, which is good. I'm not going to remove those because they actually look kind of nasty right now. Obviously, you're wearing these with your bare feet, so your feet sweat in general, plus it's been summertime, plus I'm wearing these as I'm walking around, longer distances, etc. So these stink pretty bad right now. So when I'm done here, these might be being popped into the washer. So I won't show you that piece. But it's good to know that you can take those out and I can wash them and that they have the antimicrobial features to them. The shoes, it's all about green composition with these shoes. Water-based adhesives used on them. The dyes are all non-toxic. The upper part of the shoe is actually made out of fabric that comes from post-consumer plastic bottles. And then the nylon lining is also from recycled materials as well, so that's good. They do, all the shoes do have a protective toe cap, so even though it's going to be for more light hiking, again, you still run into rocks and roots. If you're hanging out at a campsite, the same type of stuff applies. I definitely have stubbed my toe a couple times, with these shoes on, hit my toe onto something and you really wouldn't notice it except for maybe the little, kind of hop or skip that I take when I, almost trip. Otherwise, you really wouldn't know. It doesn't, impact the foot at all. There is a webbed loop on the back of the shoe. So this is designed for easy pulling on and off of the shoe, and then could also be used for storage purposes as well. And there's a deep foothold opening on the shoes as well to prevent any sort of ankle or Achilles tendon irritations. That's obviously big. As lightweight shoes have become much more the trend, that's become more of a concern, is how protected your foot is and your ankle and all the related muscles and tendons. So it's nice to know that they've taken that into consideration with the shoes. So Kigo Curves themselves, they are really made and designed for women. Kigo does have a lot of unisex models out there as well. The biggest difference is the strap with these. So it's basically creating a cute Mary Jane. What I have is they're all gray with black contrast stitching on it. You can also get this same all gray, but where the stitching is either white or green or orange. So if you want a little bit of color to them, you can definitely do that. They also, if you want more color than just in the stitching, you can get versions where it's gray and then this kind of side panel and strap would be all green or all orange. So those are your two color choices, but you can get at least a little bit more color in there. I really liked the all gray. My very favorite pair of hiking pants happen to be this same color of gray, so they've gone actually really perfectly, so I do like that. In terms of my overall thoughts on the shoes, they really are comfortable. You slip these on and it kind of feels like you don't have shoes on at all. That's really appreciated. Number one, the days that I've worn them to work, that's nice to be in a shoe all day and feel like you're not wearing a shoe at all. That's pretty nice. But also when you think about, you know, if I'm out camping, if I'm out, you know, hiking and biking and being active all day long and I'm on my feet, when I get back to the campsite, the last thing that I want is to have my feet crammed into a shoe that's uncomfortable. So to be able to put on a shoe that kind of feels like I'm not wearing a shoe at all is going to be nice. They are really versatile. Like I said, they were perfect for travel. For me, flying out to California and then obviously flying back, this was my airport shoe, and it was perfect for that. I don't have a lot of patience in the security line. I want to get through as quickly as I can, both for myself and for the other people that are in line behind me. So this was super easy to pop off, to get through security and pop back on so I could make it, you know, go along on my merry way. They are stylish shoes. I got pretty excited when they came. I think I squealed and was like, ooh, they're so cute. They really are a cute shoe. That's important to me. They do have that feminine detail to them. It's a cute little Mary Jane. Again, maybe it's not important to some women. To me, it's very important. I want that to be something that looks good as well as feels good. The one downside when it comes to style, though, is the toe cap. Now, I've worn these with long, you know, dark wash jeans, and honestly, you don't notice that, and it just looks like you have a cute little Mary Jane on, and it's great. If I've worn them with capris, they look a little too utilitarian. Great if I am actually, you know, out in a national park and I'm walking around and want to look a little bit more rugged. When it comes to just everyday wear, it's kind of a little bit obtrusive and I'm not such a big fan. Obviously, I'm appreciative of the toe cap for those, you know, functional kinds of reasons. When it comes to style, is maybe a couple style points that get lost there. The only other thing that I would say about the shoe, not a complete negative, but something to be aware of, is that with the Curve, I would have to disagree a little bit with the easy on off. Now, easy off, sure, you know, these shoes slip off really quite quickly, and that I do like. When it comes to putting them back on, I would like to have a shoe where I could just slip my foot in, you know, lift my heel up and, you know, pull this right on and go along with my day. It hasn't really happened that way. My best guess is that's because of the strap. The strap isn't necessarily that flexible, so I think that hinders it a little bit. When I have tried to just, you know, lift my heel and pull up like that, it hasn't really worked. So again, 2 extra seconds to kneel down on the floor and pull it on, so not any sort of big deal. Clearly it has not deterred me from wearing these shoes pretty much daily, so it would be nothing that would deter me from wearing them or buying them. It's just one of those little things to just be aware of, just in terms of ease of use, or ease of wear, sorry. The Kigo Curv retails for about $70. For me, like I said before, if I'm going to have any sort of clothing or outdoor apparel that I'm investing in, something that I can use outdoors and that I can use in my everyday life, is going to make it much more valuable. So I think that's a pretty good value for your dollar right there, because you can use these shoes in so many ways. If you're interested in them, you can go to the Kigo Footwear website, www.kigofootwear.com. That's Kigo. They have a retailer section there, so you can actually find physical locations. If you're not near one of them, they also have some online retailers and links listed right there so that you can buy them online, and you can get them through Kigo themselves as well. Overall, it's a great shoe. I'm in love with them. They're some of my favorite shoes that I have in rotation right now. They're super cute. I'm excited to see as the company continues to grow and they put out different styles and stuff. I'm excited to see what new things come out. I would definitely recommend these if you're looking for a lightweight shoe for, you know, camping adventures, etc., but something that you can also wear every day. These are definitely something to check out. I would highly recommend them. So just this week, I've received a few more pieces of gear in the mail that I'm excited to get out and test and form some opinions on and share those opinions with you soon. So until then, this is Laura signing off for CampingGearTV.com.